so high up. Why do I need to see this high?
You're good. You're good. You're good. So that's why you want to go to your local bike shop, so that way you can test out a bike. So you want to buy an e-bike, but you start researching and realize that there's hundreds of e-bikes out there. So because there's so much information out there that you probably know nothing about, we're going to go over some do's and more specifically some don'ts in the process of buying your first e-bike. All right, so for the purpose of this video, we went ahead and found the cheapest e-bike that we can find online. This is the Jason e-bike, which retails for about $400. $400. This should already be a red flag, but if not, go ahead and go read the reviews and just be careful. These big Chinese companies will spend a lot of money on fake reviews. So go to their 1 stars, see what the common issues are. Another thing that you can do if you're unsure is see the seller information. Where is your bike coming from? Who is the manufacturer? Where are they? These guys are clearly somewhere in Shenzhen. I typed in their address on Google just for fun, and this is what came up. So that's really reassuring. I'm sure if you have any issues, good luck. What a lot of people don't realize is companies like this mass produce a bunch of different stuff. These guys do bikes, scooters, it's Shenzhen, so it's electronics, batteries. And if you just spend a little bit extra money, you're not going to have to worry about getting replacement parts, batteries, and end up spending way more than you thought you would just on getting the thing working. Another thing that I did, I have this in this app that shows me their sales. These guys do $2 million a month. That's how many people are buying this junk. We see it in my store all of the time. So I highly recommend to stay away from this kind of stuff. Once in a blue moon, you'll get a bike that doesn't have any issues, but it's just not worth it. Save a little bit of extra money. Go for something a little bit nicer. You're going to thank me later. So now let's go ahead and actually jump into the bike. We got it built out here in the store. And the first thing you notice is some of the stickers and the wording on this bike. Yeah, read it out loud.
Prevent internal short circuit. Prohibit disassembly. The battery should never be soaked in liquids such as fresh water, seawater, and drinks. The battery should not be put into fire, otherwise it will cause the battery to burn.
Another big red flag here is these mechanical brakes. I don't think any e-bike over 50 pounds should be using mechanical brakes. Again, you're going to be taking it to your bike shop to have it serviced constantly. And then going into the components here, we have this shifter for the front sprocket. It's a triple chain ring on the front. I've never seen something like this, but this is the kind of quality that you're going to get. Taking a look at the battery here, it's just barely mounted on the frame. 3 speed bumps and you're screwed. There's also nothing name brand, so good luck getting replacement parts. Now you're probably thinking, Luke, what does that mean, a company with no online presence? And it doesn't just mean that they're hard to find online. What it really means is how discreet are they with their components and their service and their reviews. This bike, for example, some cheap e-bike we found, doesn't give you the true motor size. It just says 1,000 watt peak. If we go ahead and look at the mileage, 87 miles. Brakes, hydraulic brakes, doesn't tell us what kind of brakes they are. They're just hydraulic. Shimano 7 gears. What kind of Shimano? These are some things that you want to look out for. These are some things that tell me that this bike is probably hiding something. And there's a reason it's $1,000. The FAQs are a pretty good teller as well. If we look at the bike, we try to find some more information about it, but there's really not much to see here. So this is what I mean by online presence. You want someone who's very upfront. There shouldn't be any shame about what they're putting on their bike. It's just sketchy. It's also called Engui. What kind of name is Engui? Like, are you angry? Anyway, they got some decent marketing. Again, it's nothing that we don't see all the time. I guarantee you these guys are shipping straight out of China. This is the kind of bike you're going to bring to the shop and they're going to look at you like this. They're probably not even going to take it. And here's how a very accurate representation of what a customer service call would look like. Hello. So another big issue that I see with a lot of customers is they think that they need the biggest motors, the biggest batteries, the fastest bikes out there, when that's just not the case. Most e-bikes don't need these massive dual battery systems. I mean, look how big this thing is. This got to weigh at least 120 pounds. We also see a lot of guys who want dual motors. A bike like this that has 500-watt motors in each wheel and can do 40 miles an hour, when in reality they're riding like this. To help give you some reference for motor size, we live in Flagstaff, Arizona, which is pretty hilly, and most of our bikes are about 500-watt motors and nothing bigger than 1,000-watt. There's the difference between mid-drive and hub drive. If you don't know about that, we do have another video. Go check that out. So obviously I'm a little biased because I am a bike shop owner, but I do have to say there are a ton of benefits to buying from a local store, with the main one being somewhere to take your bike for service. You can also go to a lot of local bike shops to try bikes out. If you've never ridden an e-bike and you want to go see what it's like and try to understand all the information you're consuming, go to a local bike shop. You're also supporting local business, which is way better than buying from China. All right, hopefully this video helped you out a little bit in your search for your new e-bike. We also do e-bike reviews on this channel as well. So if you guys want to check some of those out, please go look at them. This YouTube channel thing is new for us, so if you guys would like and subscribe, it'd mean the world. Thanks.